By this point, I've opened about 85,000 Toy Biz Marvel action figures, and that's only a small chunk of what they made. Now, this one's a little bit different. It's a little bit later. Most of them were like 93, 94, 95. This is from 99, so it's pretty late in the Toy Biz Marvel collection, I guess you would call it. This is the Avengers United They Stand, based on the Fox Kids TV show, which I've never seen. I don't know. Have you seen it? Let me know. This is the Wasp. And you can see down here it says based on the, or as seen on the new animated series. So this one's kind of cool, and I'm excited to open this. It's got like some kind of magnetic feature, and I've actually never handled one of these. I don't think I've ever seen one in person. I actually picked this up at a antique mall recently for $3, so I had to have it. The first thing I noticed is this unique packaging. So the back is just kind of a card, but you see how it's got kind of this die cut here. Around the bubble. They went a little extra. I mean, you would think that maybe they would just have this and that would be printed back here, and there's even like a little window at the top, which is kind of interesting. I don't really understand why they did that. So they kind of went all out with this packaging. It is definitely some expensive packaging. It's kind of interesting. I wonder why they went all out with that, but we are going to eschew the packaging here and free the Wasp from her plastic prison, Miss Janet Van Dyne, and see what this magnetic feature is all about. So the first thing I kind of noticed, I opened the top of the box, and it's just kind of pointless to open because you still have to rip the box open in the bubble. So it's kind of a weird construction, so I don't know what the thinking was behind that. You can see the bubble here has been yellowed, which obviously makes it not as pretty. And whoa, that crack. See, that's another thing too. You'll see if you watch a RoboCop video I did, it's like Gatlin Blaster RoboCop. You'll see this yellow bubble, look how orange that is, and it gets really frail. Now it's not going to do it, but it cracks like that. And I've seen that on like Masters of the Universe, RoboCop, Superpowers, where I guess it's just from UV light, maybe, I don't know. But there's a little flake of one. There's another little flake. Another little flake. So I don't know a whole lot about chemistry or materials or whatever, but when this type of plastic gets yellow, gets brittle, and can crack very easily. So, and also another thing too, they imprinted the A on there, so they really, I mean, that couldn't be cheap. So Toy Biz went all out for that. So here we have the Wasp from the Avengers. You might have seen her in the Avengers, or might have seen her in the Ant-Man and Wasp movie, or I guess the Ant-Man movies, but also Ant-Man and Wasp, which is pretty cool movies. So she has these kind of guns on here that I don't think she can actually handle these, so they just kind of do their own thing. Decent amount of articulation. No, she does have elbow articulation, but because of these like Mega Man gauntlets, it's kind of hard to bend her elbows. No waist articulation, but pretty cool sculpt. That's a good looking figure. Also a little futuristic. So she's got this. I almost said mask, but really it's an alternative head. I hope. I almost tried to rip her head off there. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It doesn't say anything on the back. I'm looking on the back to see if it says anything about popping your head off. There we go. This is obviously, if you collect toys, something that's very common now, where you get different head sculpts, different hand sculpts, things like that. I mean, you see it in Marvel, DC, Dragon Ball Z has a bajillion of them. My friend Kyle could tell you all about the different. They even have different faces, not just heads. You can change the faces and the hair and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. I wonder if this is one of the earliest ones with a, the head that you can pop off to put on their face, which is a cool feature because if you want to display it, her in her Wasp helmet, if you want it in her human head, you get to choose. So we'll just kind of stick with this one for right now so I don't bore you with popping her helmet off. It does look kind of morbid if you mount it here. Like she kind of decapitated somebody and she's holding the head. So we'll do that just to make things weird. Okay, so she's got this little missile. It's a droid. And I don't really understand how... Oh, okay, I see. Let me see. I think I broke it. I just opened it and I broke it. Supposedly... There we go. So, you see there, she's got an Avengers symbol. And there's a magnet right there. Hold on, let me... What's weird, I don't know how well you can see that. The magnet actually has rust and little, like, metal particles on it, which... How in the world did that happen, considering it's been in a box since 1999? But, so she's got that. You see the A symbol there. And then it releases. It's supposed to release the missiles. So, having a little bit of technical difficulties. I wonder if... See, that one's stuck. There we go. The idea here, these missiles, they call them coil missiles, coil projectiles, excuse me. And you might have seen these. They've reused this idea. Some of the X-Men, there's like, not robot fight, it might be robot fighters, use these. I know I've seen them on a Venom figure. I know I've seen them on some of the, there's a Spider-Man figure. I want to say Scorpion. I've seen them on several different figures. This type of, it kind of like twists, like those things you like blow, like, I guess they don't make a sound, but they kind of blow out like you might get them at a birthday party when you're a kid. So that kind of idea. So the idea is that they're spring loaded. So you press them in here. So it's a little droid. It's got a gun. It's got whatever that is, an antenna maybe. So this actually has some articulation, which is kind of interesting. It's got, I guess you call that 2 points of articulation. So there's the droid, and we're going to see how well these missiles. So the weird thing is, her arm, you have to... It would make more sense if you could twist the arm down, because otherwise you got to do that. The idea would be if she's standing here and she could just go kind of... So, play feature doesn't work too great. Let me wipe this off. Again, I don't know how well you can see that, but I should have like a... There are like little metal fillings, and it's kind of, I guess, become oxidized, maybe? That's weird. Okay. I don't know if that's going to help. She can lift it. That's kind of cool. I bet she could lift these tweezers, too. She can lift tweezers. I wonder if she can stick to this. She can stick to the screw in my G.I. Joe toy box. She can do all kinds of things. But what we're having trouble here is opening this. There. I don't know if you saw that. I might have to do slow-mo. I don't know how to do slow-mo. Obviously, I don't know how to kind of edit YouTube videos and do all that fancy stuff, but I'm going to learn. I'm going to try to, maybe my New Year's resolution, one of them for 2020 is to actually make some decent-looking YouTube videos. Okay, let's see if this shoots open again when yeah. So once you actually get them open, oh, I broke it. Oh, that comes off. Okay, so I didn't break it. Oh no, I did break it. You see a little crusty piece. So this, because I slammed it on the ground, I guess this was actually held onto that bar there, and now it's broken. It's fine. I'm not too concerned about it. But this guy here, there we go. So I think the problem is you push these in. Oh, that literally, I know you can't see it, that literally shot me in the mouth. It hit me in the lower lip. So you push these in, and obviously they have a good spring. I mean, that method works, but I think what happens is when you close it, it kind of, because it's putting pressure against this, it's kind of jamming it in there. So we'll try this again. We're going to get this, you guys. Thanks for sticking with me, because I really want this to work. What I'd really like it to do is what it says here on the back of the box. It says to rotate the magnetic Avengers symbol on Wasp's right arm and the magnet at the top of the droid. Bring the two magnets into close contact to activate magnetic features. The projectiles will fire automatically. Reload projectiles for continued magnetic play. We're having a lot of fun magnetic play here. I just want to show some of the other figures they have. Ant-Man, Captain America, Vision, Hawkeye, Falcon, Tigra, Wonder Woman, Ultron, and Kang. So, wouldn't mind getting some of those other ones. They're pretty cool. This is a neat line. But we just, having it, the functionality of it is leaving something to be desired. Because if I do this, it'll work, but I also broke it. So, I don't know. Maybe it needs some WD-40. Maybe the just idea of it is kind of wonky, but I think this works better on paper, or in this case cardboard, than it does in reality. But overall, I like this figure. This is a neat figure. I like that they give you a choice of head sculpts to place on that, and I think this will look pretty cool on a shelf with some other Avengers figures. So thanks for watching, and as always, open your toys, play with them. Hopefully they work like they're supposed to, and if not, just sometimes you just got to bang things, and maybe you might break something like I did with this little antenna guy right here, but it's no big deal. You'll get over it. So thanks for watching.